Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this look is what everyone's been asking me for. I did it it wasn't yesterday, it was like 2 days ago, and people were asking me like, oh, how'd you do that eye look, da 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 da. And it's literally just like an inner corner liner. It's not anything crazy. So yeah, I decided to film it. I hope everyone's staying safe during this quarantine, and I hope today's Sunday, April 12th, it's Easter. So I hope everyone's enjoying their Easter and having fun, but being safe and social distancing. But if you want to get into this look and see what I did, I always do this, like, because to show like the eyeshadow. I mean, there's not eyeshadow there, but yeah. If you guys want to see this look and how my makeup stays on for like 12-24 hours, just keep watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that. Okay? Alright, so this is just going to be my everyday spring summer foundation routine. So let me just start off, if I can find it, my brows. I'm just gonna do my brows really quick. I'll probably speed through this portion. Actually, I'll come back when my brows are all done, and then we will get started. So my brows look crazy because I didn't they look crazy, wow. But that's because I didn't shave them or anything yet. I literally just filled them in. But I want to start on my face first before I put that concealer down. So what I'm taking is my Nivea cream. I'm just making sure my skin is really moisturized. Don't mind my nails, it's quarantine. Next, I'm going to take my Bye Bye Pores powder by IT Cosmetics and just tap some in. Then taking this brush by Sonia Kashuk and just dipping into the powder and putting it all over my face, dusting it. This just like helps set my powder in place so I don't get oily throughout the day, so it lasts all day. This is a perfect makeup routine after quarantine's over, when you guys are like trying to go out and you going from brunch to a day party to the club, like you need your face to last. This will last, promise you that. Alright, now taking my Morphe setting spray and just setting my powder so that it goes into my skin seamlessly, and so it's not dry. And you just want to let this dry down. And once it dries down, I'll be taking a few different primers. You don't have to use as many as I do, but this is just what I think works for me. I'm going to take my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Then I'm also going to go in with my e.l.f. Matte Primer. And then my e.l.f. Poreless Primer. Alright, is this dry? Almost. So first one I go in with is the milk. Need to get more of this. Running low. And I put this everywhere. Dang, I need another pump because this is like not coming out because it's so empty. Sephora's sale starts soon, so I'm just gonna wait. Now my face feels sticky. Like, that powder gave the primer something to adhere to so that it holds and does what it's supposed to really do. Next, I'm taking the, which one is this? It's the Poreless, my e.l.f. Poreless primer. It's the pink one. Taking some, and like my nose, I have whiteheads on my nose that I can't get rid of unless I go to like a spa. I, of course, can't go there right now, so I'm just putting this all throughout where my pores are. I'm going to put it over here too because I can see that I'm getting a breakout. And over here. Just put it everywhere. I mean, for my skin, my skin loves primers, so I can never use too many. It's like I'm hydrating it. Well, not hydrating, but I'm working with it. I'm taking care of it. I'm making sure that it's, like, you know, taken care of. Now I'm taking the matte primer, a little less than the one I just used. And I'm doing it on my forehead, down my nose. Basically, anywhere that gets shiny throughout the day. It might not be the same places on you as it is for me, but it might be. Girl, we haven't planned anything. Talking about psycho. Alright, so now that all my primers are on, I'm going to now carve my brows out. And I did this after everything because I wanted to make sure, you know, that my primers are on. But I like filling in my brows when they're dry, like no product to make it oily or anything like that. You know, since quarantine, we haven't been able to get our eyebrows done, so this is a little tricky. To me, it's actually easier doing my brows when they're not filled in. So this is when they're not done, I meant. Alright, now do the top of my brows. The first color I just used was the MAC in NC25, and I'm using NC45 on the top. You know, it's what I use. Same old, same old. So I think I might start doing something new. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on here or on Instagram, but like every week I'll probably buy a new wine or a new liquor and review it every week or every few days. Maybe every few days since we're in quarantine and we have nothing better to do but drink. Alright, now I'm just going to buff this out. If I can find the brush. Spray it. I sprayed it a little bit just because I like this brush wet. You don't have to spray yours, but buff this out. Alright, so brows look a lot better. Same. Alright, next is foundation. So I'm going in with the Super Stay foundation by Maybelline. This is in 330. I always spread out my foundation with my hands. I feel like it just doesn't take away any coverage, and I can get it in every crevice, especially when I don't have nails on. Right now, taking my Sonia Kashuk sponge and Kashuk, getting the residual off my finger and blending it in. And then just make sure everything's blended in. Going in with my Fenty Beauty Concealer in 370, just to even out the darkness under my eyes. And I use this everywhere, just to even everything out. You guys have seen that in my previous tutorials. Nothing new. And then I just blend it out. And because it's the same color as my foundation, I don't really have to I put it everywhere. I put it everywhere. The difference in this routine and my winter routine is that I use that powder first. I think that's like the biggest difference. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with Fenty Beauty in 300. And just highlight all the way down. Same on the other side. And you never want your foundation to go past your your highlight to go past your brow. Then finds it. Going on with my MAC concealer. I think this is in the shade NW. Okay, so I go in with NW 55, 45, and NC50. Oh, wrong brush. Ah. Concealer brush. There it is. This is my Sonia Kashuk concealer brush, and I'm going in with the darkest one first. I'm just contouring. I use this on the outers, on the outer parts, where I want it the darkest. But I just dab. A little on my lids. Then I'm gonna go in with the one right above it, this one. Go right on top of it. And honestly, this is just to, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know why I do these different colors, but I just like the way that it ends up looking on my skin. Then I'm going in with NC50, which is this one. I'm going above all that, on top of those two as well. I mean, you can use whatever works for you, but this is just, this lasts me all day. Like, even going to sleep. If I fall asleep with this on, I'll wake up and still have it on, so it doesn't really bother me. Then I'm just gonna take it on my lids. Great, amazing, perfect. Now, going in with my Tarte Shape Tape in medium and going right over that Fenty. And now, I do the Fenty first because it is a creamy concealer and needs to dry down. The Tarte is a matte concealer, so it doesn't really need to dry. It's already dry. It doesn't need to dry as long, if that makes sense. Okay. Now I'm going back with my sponge. The same side that I used the foundation on, I'm going to use to blend out my contour. And when you use the side with your foundation, it just helps to blend it in a little better. Now, back to concealer and blend it out. Oh, also one thing I forgot, y'all. If you take the contour and go right under your lip, like right here, it'll help your lips look a little bigger, like fuller. So yeah. Then I'm going in with my Huda Beauty powder and banana bread. Make sure everything is nice and smooth. beating this into the skin. And a little extra on my lid, then down my nose and my forehead. Make sure it's pressed in so you look like a ghost. Then I'm going to take my air spun powder and just let that sit very lightly. Okay, next I'm going to bronze using my MAC Mineralized in Darkest Deep. Basically, just setting my contour. Then I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty one in Beige and Gal and set that up. Then I'm going to go back in with the powder and, what was it called? Banana bread. And just cut my contour so it's a little sharp. And right here, just where the contour and the highlight meet. Now I'm going to contour my nose, going back in with my MAC Studio Mineralized powder and just going up into the brow. I'm not really contouring it, I'm just bringing the shape back into the brow. Going back over where I just put the concealer on my lids. Great. Going back in with this powder brush by So You Cushion. And buffing it all away. Taking a smaller brush to go under my eyes. Then I'm going to take these, what is this? This is Morphe M527 in brush. And I'm going to take my blush. Where is the blush? My Laura Mercier blush in Rosé. What accent is that? I don't even know. Then going in with my MAC blush. I think this is Peachy Keen. That's it. This goes on the apples and on the nose a little bit. Then highlight, always with my Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow. And my Morphe M501. I take my Laura Mercier, this is translucent setting powder. It's the illuminated one. This is the medium deep. They sent me the wrong color, so I've had medium deep for forever. I just put this on my lid. I also could like put a little bit on top of Bronze Glow just to give a little more highlight. But I don't want it to start looking too dark on me, so I don't do that too much. Then I take my big fluffy brush again and just buff everything in. Alright, then I set. Then I take my sponge and I just push everything into the skin. And then once it dries, I put on more blush. It's just what I do. I'm filming. Go back in with the Laura. And then back in with Peachy King. Then I take my mascara and I set my brows. Then I forgot to blend out the under part to my lip with the contour, but that's okay. So just gonna buff it in. Alright. Zoom in a little bit. Okay, so the other day everyone was asking me about my eye look and what I did, which was crazy because I didn't think it was anything. So I'm going to show you guys what I did. Take this e.l.f. Actually, first what I did was inner corner highlight. So I take my Becca Champagne Pop highlight. And a small brush. Just put it in there. Maybe put some on my nose too. Why not? Okay. Then I take the liner and I go, first let me wipe some off because you don't want it to be too wet because then it'll be thick. Take the tip and start the inner corner. And drag it. I can't really talk and do it. And you start small and then just pull it in. like that. And it instantly makes your eyes look so much more open and bigger. You guys see the difference? And now I just do the top liner. Liner isn't my thing, so I don't wing it because I'm not good at it. But yeah. And I let that dry before I do anything else on that side. And let's move over here. Boom. Done with that part. It takes literally 2 seconds. I'm not speeding this up at all. It's literally 2 seconds. Let it dry. If you do this, just let it dry. Okay. This is not it. This is not the one. Is this the one? This is not the one. Then you take a white pencil. This is from the beauty supply store. It was like $1. And you do your waterline. Boom. Okay. Okay, lashes are on and a little more mascara. Right. So now we do a thing with some lip liner. Yeah. Alright, so you take Strip Down by MAC and you line your lip. Then you take cork which needs to be sharpened. And you just outline the lips a little bit, not a lot. Like I'm using the lightest hand. This is what helps with if you want to overline your lips so that it looks a little more. Then we go back in with strip down and go over cork. And the reason you don't start with cork is because then it might be too dark. Or it might get on your lip too much. But strip down, once you put that on and then you put the cork on and then put down strip down over it, it diffuses the cork. So personally, this is what I like. This is psych. Okay, so this is how I like mine to look. If your lips feel a little dry, you can take Abu Dhabi by NYX, because it's the same color as Strip Down, and just go over it. It's not the exact same as Strip Down, but it's the closest color I found, and it'll hydrate your lips. And it'll dry matte. And so yeah, this is the look people were asking me for. And I posted it. And I'll insert a picture of that. But yeah, this is all I did. And this is my summer, spring go-to. Because my face is sitting, okay? It's sitting. My face is where it's gonna be. It's gonna stay like this. It's not going anywhere. And if you want to make sure it really won't go anywhere, all-nighter. Now, this ain't going anywhere. My face is not moving. It's set in place. It's locked in, what, 24 hours? Good to go. And I feel like a matte lip just is easier to accentuate than a gloss.